People always think I'm the perfect sister. Well, I'm not really, to be honest. I mean, it's hard for me, especially since every day I live with a brother with special needs. His name is Sebastian, and I'm going to tell you our story. Let's do this. My brother was born on January 22nd, 2002. When he was born and as we grew up, we knew there was something different about him. We took many tests as he grew up, but currently everything is unknown to this world, besides the cyst in his brain and cholesteatoma. Besides everything that we don't know, we do know that he cannot speak. He's still learning at the moment. He can only hear 20% out of his right ear and 50% out of his left. He's learning at a 6-year-old level, and he's kind of a 10-second Tom, as they say. And he's 13 years old. So, you do the math. Anyway, that's just a brief overview. Let's go through our daily routine, shall we? Every morning when I wake up, especially on a school day, he's always at the bottom of the stairs to greet me. Now keep in mind, since he can't speak, he can't say my name, so he can only say, Fia, or as he says it, yeah. He loves to blow kisses every morning, it's very cute. And he always does this repetitive thing with me where he says my name and I say his back. So it's like, Basti, Fia, Basti, Fia. It's very repetitive, but I have to admit, it's actually pretty cute. Like a lot of little kids, he loves to feel like a big kid. So he always gets a little bit of coffee in the morning and gets on his iPad and watches Thomas the Tank Engine. And he is obsessed with it, I must admit. We have to hear the same theme song every morning. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8, shunting trucks and hauling freight. We hear that every morning, and we always put on headphones, but since he can't hear that well, he turns it up all the way. And he likes to rewind his favorite parts so we hear it over and over and over again. Yay. Once my mom and I are very tired of listening to Thomas, we sit down for breakfast and we talk about our day. Now, he's one who likes to ask the same questions every single day. For example, who's gonna pick him up? Who's gonna be his aide after school? If we're gonna go to Ralph's, because that's his favorite store. And if we're gonna watch Thomas later, who's gonna pick up me? If mom's happy, if I'm happy, and sometimes he'll forget that he said hi to me, so he'll say hi again. And he will always say for us to wait for him, and he says it about 10 times at the dinner table. Or breakfast table, I should say, since we are having breakfast. And keep in mind, this is 10 times each morning. But after breakfast, we go upstairs, get dressed, and he loves to model his clothes like he's walking the red carpet. After school's done, he goes home, obviously, and he's with his aide for quite a few hours. Our aide's name, let's just say his name is John. Now, he and his aide, they go perfectly together. He's a new one, but they definitely go perfectly together since my brother never really had a male in his life. They do their homework, their ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and he's currently learning how to write. There are certain nights where my mom will have him help her with dinner. He loves to make a recipe, which is very cute. Now, that's our day, but of course, there's gonna be a downside. My brother may be 13 years old, but he has the brain and the mind of a 6-year-old, which means he will have a temper tantrum if he doesn't get his way, because since he can't speak, he can't tell us how he really feels. He will have this in all public places, such as grocery stores, restaurants, quiet neighborhoods, public transportation, parties, his school, my school, and other people's houses. And I have to admit, it's pretty embarrassing, especially when people stare. That gets me really embarrassed a lot of the time. Throughout the years, my brother's had 1 eye surgery and 5 ear surgeries. Why 5? Because of cholesteatoma, where a bad tissue ate his eardrum, causing him to lose his hearing. He needs to learn ASL, but he doesn't want to learn because he wants to speak like everybody else. Last August, they were going to build a new eardrum for him to restore his hearing, but it ended being a failure because of the anatomy of his head and it was too close to his facial nerves. Currently, the new solution is a hearing aid, but we were all disappointed that he couldn't get a new eardrum. We've been looking forward to it for years. What really affected me the most is that my brother will never hear the real pronunciation of my name. And I was really looking forward to that moment where he could hear correctly just like everybody else for the first time. Not even doctors expected this to be a failure, but I'm just disappointed that I'll never get that moment with my brother. Ever. Throughout my life personally, I felt like I've had a lot of pressure from my family on both sides to get into a big university, have a successful career, get straight A's, and just make everybody proud. Because knowing that my brother can't do many things based on his disability, it's a lot of pressure on me to, be the normal child. And it's hard to see my brother get all the attention based on the extra help he needs. And I have my own problems too, but I'm expected to be the perfect child. And my mom, she's not completely to blame for all of this. She tries so hard and she always has a smile on her face, but I know she's struggling too, especially with my own problems, which one day I'll be honest about with you guys. I'm just not ready yet. But some things that my brothers taught me are many positive things, such as compassion, empathy, sympathy, patience, and to be kind-hearted to everyone I meet. I know that if my brother wasn't alive and in my family, I would definitely be a different person. And it's all thanks to him. Thank you, Sebastian, for being one of the best things that's ever happened to me.